Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with an episode of American Dad, Apocalypse Soon. We have a visitor outside of our shelter, or our house, and as you guys have known, because this has been out for several days, Cyborg Monday is here. This is the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, quote-unquote event that came out. It's just really an option to buy some stuff, so we're going to go ahead and cover that, see what's worth looking at, or what's worth getting, what's worth not getting. I'm going to cover the giveaway, and if there's time, which there should be, I'm going to talk about the sticker workshop a little bit. There's been some requests just to talk through that, so I'm just going to give some highlights on that one as well. So as always, first things first, let's go ahead and talk about our giveaway winners. We have the American Dad game is supporting the channel here and giving golden turds away. So we have 5,000 golden turds that we give away each week. My communication with them has not been as good lately. I'm not sure if you guys got your winnings last week or not. I didn't hear any complaints too much, so I think it was okay, but I haven't been getting the normal feedback I do. And there's a community manager coming on, and that transition is happening at the moment, so things might be a little bit rocky and off and on. And the giveaway winners this week are going to be a little bit delayed, potentially because it's later in the week. But anyway, as always, keep me posted on the Discord server or in the comments if you're not getting the rewards, and I will follow up and find out what's going on. So this week we have our winners. So let me go ahead and pop that up. So we have the winning number was 68,268, and the very, very common number was 6666666. There was many people that picked that number, more than even listed here. So as you know, as we mentioned, the tiebreaker is always first people who entered. So there are other people with that number who didn't win, so I do apologize for that, but the first ones in are the ones that win. So the winners this week: Edelon, Bexdale, Robin King, Captain Sonic, Ruler of the Elder, Beerman, The Wriggle, Sneaky, Gangster Ghoul, and Name Brian. Congratulations, you guys each get 500 golden turds. Like I said, those should be here. Normally I'm going to turn it in tonight. This video will go live tomorrow, so potentially you will have already gotten your rewards, but potentially, given that it's later in the week, you might not get them till next week. So I do apologize for that, but they will definitely be coming. And if not, then if you don't receive them, let me know and I will follow up and find out what's going on. All right, so I have not been in this game a whole lot lately. That's why you haven't seen a video in a while. Things have been going on outside of the games I've been covering, so I haven't been recording as much, and then there's been some bigger things going on in some of the other games. So because of that, I have been away from this one a little bit. We did some work right here, and you guys gave me some good advice and good suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and follow up on that. I haven't really done that yet, so I'll probably do that in the next video. There's some improvements I want to do, some things I need to change to get stronger, and I've been using the setup, part of the setup that we talked about. As you can see, I have the new weapon going here, but I haven't really touched much since then. So I want to get stronger, but that's not going to be a part of this video, so that will be coming soon. All right, let's go look at Cyborg Monday. What is it? This is what we have all the time. This is what's in all the other games. You get an option to get some really good stuff up here up top. You got to pay a lot, keep it clean, and then you got an option for many other things. This one actually was live for 7 days, which is kind of surprising because usually it's like a 3-day thing, or worst case 5 days. So they have it going for 7 days. There are some big things coming. I've been hinting at this for many months that there's a big things coming, and I keep following up trying to find out if I can start talking about it, and I still can't. Initially when it was brought to me, I was told that I could start sharing it with you guys early before it comes out, but I can't. So that is still on the back burner. I still can't talk about it, but things are coming soon, and it's supposed to be really soon. So keep a lookout for something coming. So maybe that's part of the reason for this being 7 days. Who knows? Okay, that's enough on that one. What do we have? We'll come back and talk about these guys up top because maybe they're going to be worth looking at. So premium, always a good deal. If this is your first time, seeing one of these sales, it's to play the game with premium. As you know, it's so much easier, so much better. And if you normally get premium anyway, you might as well get this because it's a good deal. So every time this comes here, I buy it. My Hustle Castle account, I have 4 months built up of premium, and we just had one of these and I bought another month. So, that one is a 30-day instead of a 15-day, and then you're paying $199. But whatever, it's a really good deal. So if you're spending money in the game, if you get premium, highly recommend that one. Golden turds for the Reginald. I guess I will probably buy that one. That's I wasn't going to, because this is usually another one you have to pay money, and I don't want to pay for that because you can usually get it for golden turds. But this is something I always get going. If I can get 30% off, yeah, I'm going to buy that one too. These golden turds here, same thing I would say. If you've never bought golden turds and you want to, it's cheaper to buy them in the regular store because you can get double the amount. So you get 21,000 times 21,000 or plus 21,000 for this price. So it's not a very good deal. Those aren't the right numbers, but you get double. But if you buy all the time, then this is a really good deal. This one actually is probably better anyway because this is 45% instead of the 20%, but whatever. So if that's what you always do, then, or if you buy golden turds all the time, then this is something you should look at too. These always, as you get further in the game, you get a lot of resources you don't use. As you can see, I have 900,000 of the green goo sitting around here, so that's 100 free golden turds. Why not? So I will probably go ahead and buy that one. Me personally, I push early in all my games to get all 5 stars, so I don't need any more 5 stars. My whole squad's already full of 5 stars. I personally don't recommend spending money on it. I personally don't recommend spending golden turds on it. If you want to know how to do it, I can give you advice on how to do it. Seems a little bit more difficult in American Dad than it is in some of the other games, but it's very easy to make your own. There's really no need for you to be paying money to get those. Here we go. We got some weapons. Very good deal. As you can see, I had a bunch of green goo here, so I went and bought a legendary armor because I was maxed out on it and I wasn't using it, so why not? And it's really just going to be something that's going to be fodder. Cash is very important when you're trying to use your stickers, so I will probably talk about that in a little bit, but I never have that much cash sitting around because it's always somewhere else. I don't think personally these are worth buying, these legendary items, because in my mind, they're fairly expensive. But if you're going to buy something, and if you have the golden turds, you should go for the mimosa ones because they're stronger and better, and you get more functionality out of them. They're really the top gear in the game, other than what you get from the events. These other regular ones, you're not going to use them. And I mean, they might help you short term, but they're not a long term solution. Here we got pets, as we've seen. They actually help you now because you can get more resources. You can craft more resources when you have them. I've never bought one. I don't plan on buying one. Obviously, I've gotten a couple from the events. We got options here for some things. Food chests are usually a pretty good deal, so if you got the extra money sitting around, might as well. If you have the golden turds for the food, this is helpful if you're going to be grinding the arena. Highly useful. And I always used to buy these as well, the rare shards, the uncommon shards, just because the resources I was maxed out on. But I really, once you get later in the game, you don't need them. Early on in the game, sure, you can craft some gear that's going to be useful, but later in the game, it's not really that useful, especially for that much wood, because it takes a long time to get it. So I don't personally think that's worth it. And epic shards, that was one I used to buy, and then people recommend it a lot. So 5 epic shards is, if you don't know, it's half of what you need to craft a legendary item. So you get 2 of those, so 1,200 golden turds, you can have a legendary item. You don't get a choice exactly. You can craft a ring, you can craft a weapon, you can craft an armor, but you don't know specifically what it's going to do. So, if we go look up top here a little bit higher, it's half of what this is. This is legendary armor for 2,500. You can basically buy 2 of these and craft your own. So you get, it's a better deal than that. So if you want to spend, I would recommend spending here to get these. But I still think there's so many legendaries that come in through the game. Just be patient. You'll get the stuff you're needing anyway. So legendary stickers, never, ever, 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 ever buy that horrible deal. Look, there's a chance to get a legendary. Look, there's a chance to get an epic. The drop rates on these are so ridiculously low, you would be surprised. I think they're slightly different in all the games, but to get this legendary sticker, sure, there's a chance. You can actually get this when you're in the shopping mall as well. You can buy this, but the drop rates, I think in Hustle Castle, are 0.55, so it's like almost a 1 in 200 chance to get a legendary sticker. And then we just saw in Zero City, it's 0.3, I think. So it's like 1 in 300 plus that you're going to get one. So it's just not a good deal. And then the stuff you get here, these stickers and this, the dust, the glitter, it's just not very much. So, excuse me, I personally think that is the worst deal in the game. This chest, it's horrible. You should never, ever, ever get it. And epic sticker, sure, if you're going to do that, but you can get that by doing the shop mall a few times. So I don't think that's a very good deal either. Rare stickers, I don't ever try to get them for any reason whatsoever. Uncommon sticker for 500,000, no thank you. I need legendary glitter. I'm very low on my glitter, so I would happily take that, but for, you only get 10, and that's not going to get you very far as leveling an epic sticker up, so that's not very cheap either. And that's it. So, and then some other glitter. So, you know, if you have extra resources sitting around, you want to spend them, go for it. But and if you want to spend money on the game, sure, you can go ahead and buy some stuff here. But all in all, I personally don't think those are very good deals and not really worth it, other than the ones I mentioned up top. So getting a legendary item is something that's going to come in, even if it's something you don't need, it's something you can use later in the game. So I think that's a good deal. If I had the extra cash, I would buy that one too, just so I'd have an extra item sitting there. But really the good deals are the premium. That's like the best of the best. And then this actually probably is a good deal here for Reginald as well. All right, so really the reason for this event is this top one. Is this worth it? Should I spend it? I never do it because these drop rates are fairly low. And a very nice thing in this game, they give you the odds. They don't usually give you the odds in most of these things, but they're telling us what the odds are going to be. So let's first of all cover the items and then we'll go look at the odds. So we have an armor here, which these are all brand new. Quite often these are armors and weapons that were very good from other challenge type events or whatever, and then at some point they come available for you to purchase, and these are actually brand new and they're not tied to anything else, which is interesting. So we have a warrior armor, and after taking 55,000 damage, permanently increases own damage by 2,000, activates up to 10 times, resets on death. Doesn't reset on death. I personally, for me, that's not a big one because I don't get a lot of damage out of my tanks up front. So I'm not looking for them to deal more damage. I do have on my household castle, I have one of my tanks doing a little bit of damage, but in general, that's not my style of play. So I personally don't think that's the best thing in the world and nothing I would ever try to get. All right, we got a cool, we'll come back to that one. This is very cool. 2 artifacts, really. So we got a unique artifact here, legendary artifact, once in a while, mind control. Randomly, a random enemy fighter switches to your side for 4 seconds. This is something that is existing in Hustle Castle. It is slightly useful, but it's kind of unpredictable because you don't know who you're going to mind control, and it's different all the time. So it is useful for sure. As better items come in the game, this is probably not going to be one of the ones you're going to be using. Interesting though, it does have its use for sure, but I don't think it's worth spending tons and tons of golden turds to get it. And then we got this very cool looking plasma gun, which guns are always my favorite here. So what's this one doing? So we got very high damage. When attacking, has a 30% chance of dealing 140 to 160 damage in 2 seconds. Attacks have 40% chance of marking the target. After marking an enemy switches to a new target in range. Once in a while, initiates an orbital strike, dealing 36,000 plus energy charge damage to all marked enemies. Aha! So this is for an engineer. That is, isn't it? If it's plus energy charge, it must be. Yeah, that is interesting. It's dealing quite a bit of damage, plus has a chance to do a whole lot more damage. So, yeah, that looks like a really good one. Let's go look at these percentages here and see what we have. All right, so we got the dice up here. Again, very nice. So we have the Cyber World Armor, 1 in 10-ish chance of getting that one. Again, I don't really like that one, so 1 in 10. The Hypno Robot. So what is that? 1 in 16-ish. And then the plasma gun, 1 in 25. Obviously, the best one is going to be the least chances. And then depending on which situation room you are in, you have a chance for other things. So anywhere from rare. So rare is a 58 to 3% epic. You get to 5, it's 68 for rare, 32 epic. And then 6 to 10 is only 45 rare, but you get 20% epic and 12% legendary. And that's just some random legendary. So here's my deal. And all the other games, this number is way lower. And Zero City actually just had one, and it was a little bit more expensive as well. I think it was still cheaper than this, or somewhere around here. Hustle Castle just had one. It was like half this price for the premium items that you're paying here. So that seems very expensive, and it doesn't seem like a great idea. Because I mean, even if you're going for that armor, you got a 1 in 10 chance of hitting that armor. That means you're paying 12,000 golden turds to get that. That's $50. And then if you go to the 1 in 25 to get this one, which is really awesome, you're paying, on average, you're going to be paying 25 times 1,200. That's 25. That's almost 30,000. That's $150 worth of golden turds if you just bought them straight up without any discounts and everything. So, me personally, I don't think that's a really good deal. I would love to have all of them, specifically the plasma rifle, but there's no chance I'm going to spend that much money to get. More than likely, what's going to be stuff I will never use, getting some epics and some rares. because obviously I will get these items down here, and then highly unlikely I'll get one of those. So I'm not going to buy it. I would like to, but it's not a very good deal. So that's my input on that one. That's kind of how I feel. I know some people buy those all the time, and the top players, the whales, will get them because they are going to make a difference in your squad for sure. But for me, it's not going to happen. All right, let me see how far we are in recording time here. Try not to keep this going too crazy long, 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll save the stickers for later. Basically, you know, just really quick, real high level. And I think what the idea is, somebody just wants to know how to use it, the proper way to go through, and what you should focus on. So I will go ahead and cover that specifically in another video at some point, and give my recommendations on how you should be doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to hold off on that one for now, like I said. So, and I'll have a more of a general style of what I do and why I don't ever have any cash sitting here, and that has everything to do with the sticker workshop, actually. So, you know, you can very quickly go look at my storage and see, you know, I have some things that I spend my cash on all the time. So I have some leveling up I can do for sure. So just keeping this reasonable, and since I haven't been playing a lot, there's not really a whole point in going and covering my squad a whole lot here. So let's just go ahead and talk about the giveaway, the next giveaway, and then we will wrap it up, and then I will be back hopefully earlier in the week next week and getting back to covering more content in the game, unless there's anything more exciting to talk about before then. Or if there's something more excited to talk about, I will for sure talk about it once I can. So, all right, the giveaway, go down below in the description. Every single video I do where I do a giveaway, everybody puts in the comments. I used to do the comments, but I don't do that anymore. So if you put an entry in the comments, I'm not going to use it because it's a lot of extra work. So I have a Google form down in the description. So click on that Google form, open it up, and that's where your entry has to be. If it's not there, I won't be accepting it. So give me 3 different things. Give me your game ID, give me your game name. You can get your ID down here on the gear if you don't know, right down here. Let's see if they added it up here yet. This is something that's probably coming, but not here yet. It will be here too, but it's just not here yet. So give me your game name, give me your game ID, which you can get here by the gear, and give me your guess. I'm going to make the range 10,000 to 20,000 this week. So what the guess is, it's just a random number. I have a random number generator that I use to pick a number, and then the 10 people that are closest are going to win. So you get 500 golden turds sent to you. And as we saw this week, the people who get their number in first are higher in priority because there's only going to be 10 winners each week. And if there's a tiebreaker, the first person who put it is going to get it. So with that said, I am going to wrap it up for today. So until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.